Hello everyone, I am Mrs. Bailey and today we're going to be going over our April monthly budget overview. I would like to say welcome back to everyone and welcome if you're new. I like to give new subscriber shout outs. I can only shout you out if your account is public, so that allows me to see you in the YouTube studio. If you said something in the comments and I don't shout you out, it's only because you got moved down so far in the comments that I can't find your comment. So I apologize for that. But we have, at first I thought this was Cocoa on Soul, but I'm gonna say it's Cocoon Soul and Tanya Bow and Dillian Massington. Thank you so much for subscribing. I really appreciate you. So what we're gonna be doing today is basically filling out our calendar for the entire month. I also do a budget weekly, a brand new budget weekly. But before I do that, I like to go over the whole budget to see how much do we actually have to have for the entire month. Let's see, before we get started, I wanted to see, did last month, did I have okay, I like to start each month with a goal, and my goal was to start the debt snowball. Well, technically, I guess you can say that didn't happen. We did pay off some things, but we also just we was forced to get a brand new car. If you're new here, my husband and I drive Lyft and Uber mainly when our floor maintenance company is slow. So we do Lyft and Uber. And we also need a vehicle for our floor maintenance company. And our Jeep is doing something funny right now. We are going to take it in this week to try to see if we can see what's wrong with it for the 5th time. We're going to actually take it to the actual dealership if this company can't do it one more time. We think it may be something that we found that was loose, and that may be the cause. So we're going to take it back, but we've added on some debt. So we haven't really been able to start the debt snowball per se, but because of us kind of getting everything in order, getting a new vehicle and everything, this month we should be able to actually start the debt snowball the way it's intended to be done, as far as starting from the smallest debt and working your way up to the largest debt, paying them off. So I'm not going to call that negative as far as us not starting it. I'm just going to look at it as a positive, as that we got the ball rolling for us to be able to actually start doing it now. So as far as this month, I am going to put that again. So that's going to be a goal, is to start the debt snowball. And I'm also going to say we're going to pay off at least 3 accounts. Oops. Going too fast. That didn't erase. Okay, so we're gonna do start. I have it zoomed in, guys, because it's gonna go out of frame if I do. But start the debt snowball and pay off at least 3 accounts. That is the goal. I have my water in my cup here. You see my blinds there? It's because I have like the natural light on. The natural light on. I have the blinds open, so the sun is shining through. The window is actually behind like one big branch right now, and it's coming up. And every time I look that way, it blinds me. But let me take a sip of water. Sorry for the gulps. And let's go ahead and get started. I do have to grab my numbers and my tweezers. And let's go ahead and start filling this stuff in. If I don't have anything to talk about, I will speed this part through. But if we find something to talk about, then I'll just keep on talking. I always have to abbreviate this part because I can't write all the way over because of this. Okay, I am actually doing this on the day of, so today is actually the 1st. I wanted to do this stuff yesterday, but I couldn't get myself up. I have some woman things going on. And let me move all this stuff out of the way now. And yeah, I was just like in the bed. So you guys know I normally like to take Monday and Tuesday off anyway. But I was kind of forced to this time, and which came out pretty good because Mr. Bailey wanted to, I've been telling you that he wants to make sure the Jeep gets fixed sooner than later, because he also wants to go on the day shift. He is over the night shift. He as far as driving Lyft and Uber, he used to actually like it at first, but now he just said he's just tired. He doesn't like necessarily the type of people that we get at nighttime. Not everybody. Everybody is not like that at nighttime, but he said you just kind of get some shady people that, you know, they're trying to get a free ride. This has even happened to me in the daytime. Like one time I was driving Uber, I believe, and some young ladies got into the car. They needed to stop by the subway, which was at a gas station, and then take them to their location. And they did. Everything was fine. They were very pleasant. Uh-oh, that one came off. That was their number 11. So let me skip this one and go there. So they got into the car. I took them to their destination, and about a couple hours later, not even a couple hours later, yeah, I think it was like a couple hours later, I got a notification from Uber saying that we've suspended your account for a second because somebody reported that they was in a minor accident. And I'm like, what do you mean? I'm like, I'm still driving right now. Like, I literally have somebody in the car. Like, how could I have been in an accident? Like, if I'm still driving. And this was the first time that this ever happened to me. It has happened to be one or two more times too. But I had to stop making money in the middle of making like some good money. And I had to take pictures of the car on all sides and then wait for them to check it out and then reactivate me. And that took about 2 hours total. But by that time, because that was the first time happening, I was a little stressed out. I was angry. So I stopped working. So I didn't make any more money that day, all because these people wanted a free ride. And I found out that that's what they were doing, that was like a little scam people was doing. They'll try to complain about something, saying that they was in an accident or they was like inconvenienced in some kind of way. And then they'll get a refund on their money. And come to find out, by talking to the Farm Bureau called me, because I think that's who the insurance is through Uber. Well, it was at that time. So the lady that I was talking with was so nice that Uber wouldn't tell me who it was, because I'm like, tell me who it was, what time, you know, like anything. And they was like, sorry, we can't disclose that. I'm like, but if somebody is lying on me, why wouldn't I be able to like know who it was? But I guess they don't kind of want us to retaliate and go back to the person's house, because you can still see the addresses, or at least the location. And if you have a photographic memory like me, you could actually go back to the place, even if you just have the roundabout city and location and the time. So that's probably why Uber doesn't do that. But anyway, oh, the sun is popping through. So anyway, the Farm Bureau lady told me exactly. She said, I can't tell you who it was. She said, but I could tell you what time it was, because she couldn't see all of that. So she told me that it was in the morning time, and she told me right about what time. And at that time, I knew exactly who it was. And come to find out, that wasn't even their account. When it was their cousin's account. So they were like really shady, because they was about to get their cousin's account shut down for giving false information like that. So anyway, I did not know that that was going to take this whole time, but that was the story of what happened when I got shut down before. And also another time, like somebody has said to me and Mr. Bailey, like they'll say like they was under the influence or something. And that could happen sometimes because sometimes people smoke the herbs, and when they get into the car, your car, if somebody gets right after them, your car can smell like whatever they smoked. So we have had that happen, and one time that happened and I got shot. This is how I ended up on Lyft, because I got shut down for an entire day. Like a day and a half, and I had to keep on working, and I thought Uber was better. So I said, well, let me just go over on Lyft and start working on there. And that's how I ended up on Lyft, because I found out that Lyft pays a lot more money throughout the week. Now, Uber can pay more money too when they surge, but you just never know when that's going to be. Sorry, guys. I had to take another sip of water. Okay, so our first bill, my tripod is right here. So if you see me kind of do this and write kind of weird, that's the reason why. It's because I have to go around my iPod, whatever this thing is, tripod. Okay, so our first bill is today. I'm still paying for a trip that I just took that was on a family member's credit card. I could not get out of that trip. And I still had to pay for it. So I went, I had a good time. And I think I owe, after I do this one, I can't remember if it's $600 or $800, but that's all I owe left on that. But I still have to pay for the plane ticket also, because she was tired of our stuff and she just put all the plane tickets on her card, because everybody was like, okay, we're gonna we'll give you the money next week. We'll do this, or we'll pay for our trip, our plane ticket next week. But then every time we kept on saying that, meaning because it was 4 of us, the prices of the plane tickets was going up and up and up. So when we could have paid for like $400 a ticket, we ended up paying like $700 a ticket because we kept waiting. But the next thing is the third is a credit card. And I'm not about to do all that extra stuff. I started paying more on my cards the other week because I was trying to buy a car in May. So I was trying to get my credit to go up. But now I'm going to just pay all of the minimums. Well, this is not actually a minimum. This is just the minimum that we pay on our cards. And I'm going to do that. And once I get extra money in a week, we're going to go and start putting it on the smallest bill, which I think right now is one of our phones. I think Mr. Bailey he owes $122 on his phone, and it'll be paid off. Okay, on the 4th, this is Apple storage. I think this is for Mr. Bailey. It's $9.99, so we're just gonna put $10. And then on the 5th, we have the rent. I didn't forget. It's $900. I usually forget every time and I have to come back. And I also have a credit card that's due. And we're going to do the $50. And then on the 6th, I have another credit card that's due. And we're just going to do the normal $50. And then we're going to jump to the 8th. And this is Xfinity, which is our Wi-Fi. And it went up to $144. I guess I was paying $80 for 2 years, but I guess the promotional thing ran out, and 1 month I wasn't paying attention. I guess I didn't pay attention to any emails or anything, and it said $144. I was shocked when it came out of the account. But on the 9th, this is the Honda payment that I know what everybody's been waiting for. So I'm going to go ahead. Oh my God, look how I was just writing down like that. It is $900. And I know everybody just gasped but this is what I wanted to explain. I actually wanted to explain it on my brand new budget, but we may as well, I'm going to explain it on there too, just in case people don't watch like this kind of video. But the reason why this bill could have been $650, but the reason why it's $900, I explained in the other bill that the car was $35,000 after, and some change, and somewhat, I don't know, it might have been closer to 36, but it was like 35 something. And after taxes, it went up a few $1,000s. And then we could have had paid for our car for 6 years, but I just couldn't imagine paying 6 years for a car in order to get the $650 note. And we didn't put down as much of a down payment either, because it was such a last minute thing. So with that, and then we got maintenance. We put it, instead of 6 years, we did 4 years for that. So that made the car note go up like $150. And then we got maintenance, because at first we said no, because we was like, we'll just save. And then we just thought about all that we've been through with that Jeep. And we said, okay, let's go ahead and get all of this extra warranty, which is, it is a 128,000 miles, is bumper to bumper inside. I mean, everything, windshield. And the tires are 83,000 or 88,000. I can't remember. But so that we have that on the tires, plus the bumper to bumper. If anything goes wrong, like Mr. Bailey told him that he heard like a rattling in the door. We have like major potholes in Michigan, so this is a possibility that we could have like ran over something and like shook something, and they was like, oh yeah, that's under the warranty. Just next time you come back for maintenance, just make an appointment for that also, and we'll check everything before we have to take the door off to see what happens. So I mean, like, everything is covered. So we're actually paying. Now the bad thing about it is, I guess because we put it in the car note, we're actually paying interest on it, but I just really don't care for at this point, after coming out of probably anywhere between $12,000 and $15,000 on that Jeep, and it's still not working over the last couple months. Since October, I'm kind of over it, so I just said, let's go ahead and just put it in the note. So that's the reason why it's $900. I could have paid less, but between the warranty and paying in 4 years instead of 2 years, I'll keep that. So that is that. I hope that explained enough. On the 10th, we have the car wash for the Jeep. Yes, we still have it, because we have faith that this thing is going to get figured out, be it through these people or the dealership, and we'll be back driving it again. And we have a subscription, and we get car washes sometimes every day, sometimes every other day, sometimes only twice a week. But the car wash that we get is normally $14 by itself. So we pay $29.99 a month, which I meant to put $30, but also I have an eBay store, which I'm so glad the spring is coming back around, because I'm really about to start really doing more on my eBay store, because I'm kind of tired of driving Lyft and Uber all the time. And when my eBay store and my Facebook marketplace is doing good, I can make a nice amount of money and not have to drive as much. Okay, on the 12th, I have a credit card that's due, and we'll try to, I have 50, but we're gonna try to put 100 on that one. And then also the phone is due on that day, and I think it's still around this same $489.55. And then on the 13th, my boys still have their storage come out of my account. It's $2.99 a piece, so I'm just gonna put $6. And then also now we have the car wash for the Honda, and that's also $29.99. And it's been raining and doing so much right now. We've been having to get a car wash every day. On the 14th, Mr. Bailey has a credit card. And then okay, on the 15th, Amazon Prime comes out. That's $15.79. And then on the 16th, on the trip, we have the trip also. Is there anything else on the, oh, the insurance, man, for some kind of reason, it's like the 15, 16, 15, 16 that I'm looking at on my, now the insurance went up, but I think it's only supposed to be, we have to pay $767, but for adding on the Honda, because we was paying $480 something. The Honda, for some odd reason, is like $300, guys. I don't know why. I stay, my address is like one of the better addresses as far as like neighborhoods could go, and she even didn't know. She said, I don't know why it's $300. It's like 300 and something, I don't know. But we took off we didn't take off, but we like suspended the Buick, because our older Buick, until we can figure out what we're going to do with that. Are we going to keep it and put a transmission in it, or are we going to sell it? So we just suspended it. So I believe it's going to start, it should go down to 6 something. So I don't think the Buick was off of this one yet. So I think that's why it's $767. But other than that, it'll be 6 something with the 3 cars, the life insurance, the renter's insurance, all of those things that we have. So that's that. And then the 16th, I have a credit card for $50. And then also on the 16th, we have satellite radio, which the satellite radio is in the Jeep. I think it's now $25. It's in the Jeep, but because we have the app, we also can play it. The Honda doesn't have satellite radio in there, but it does have the option for us to use the CarPlay, so we just play it through CarPlay. Okay. And then this is when we get that break. Nothing on the 17th, 18th, or 19th. Even though I feel like it is. Nope. And then where is that paid? Let's see. The 21st is when I get paid from YouTube, even though I get paid every day from, what's his name? Lyft. Oh, that's Cricket. But we do get paid on that day. But I also have a credit card that's due, and I like to put 100 on there. I think I might close this, guys, because I noticed that I'm getting a monthly maintenance fee on this card, and I swear it wasn't like that at first. And I hate to close it and mess up my credit, but I'm going to call them and see, why do I get a monthly maintenance fee? What is that? So on the 22nd, we have Roku. It's not Roku, it's actually Max that I keep on saying that I'm going to get rid of, but I got to make sure nobody's on it first. And then my Apple Music is also 17. And then on the 24th, Netflix is not negotiable. It's not negotiable at all. It's $24.99. That's Mr. Bailey's thing. And then the DTE was, the DTEs are electric and gas. I'm just gonna leave it at $400 because that's what it's been. And it still has been kind of cool, even though we had some warm days. But we still haven't been able to cut the heat like down. You can hear my furnace in the back right now. So let's see, on the 28th, the Jeep is due. And that comes, we're just gonna say 808. Now this one is just high because we had bad credit when it was when it was when we got this. So it's just got a high interest. So it's just like that just because. I'm just gonna be real with you. YouTube TV. I know some of you said, hey, you could save yourself $1,000 a year if you get rid of YouTube TV. This is not negotiable either, because this is where Mr. Bailey watches his sports and anything else that he wants to watch. This is basically like our cable. So it's $82.99. And then Disney still hasn't come out, guys. I don't know what's going on with Disney, but it's $15.99 a month. Now, I do not think that I forgot anything except one thing. I had to loan somebody some money and I got it from our envelopes over here. And I'm not going to say what that is on this one, but I'm going to explain that on tomorrow's video, which is the budget, the brand new budget of week 1. Let's see, I'm trying to put this in here where you guys, okay, you know what? You're just not going to be able to see Saturday. Well, you can kind of see it, but I want to make sure you guys can see at least the numbers on the calculator. Okay, so let's give this a count of how much we would owe in the month of December Lord have mercy, where am I? In the month of April for our new, for our bills that I do not think I forgot anything, but if I did, oh well. Okay, so we have 200 plus 50. Let me put on my glasses. I didn't have my glasses on the whole time, guys. I was doing good. Plus 10. No, that made it worse because I'm looking, it's too far. Plus 900. Plus 30. Plus 50. Plus 144. Plus 900. Plus 30. 8. 100. This will say 490. 6. 30. 50. 16. 200. 767. 50. 25. 100. 17. 25. 400. 808. 83. And 16. So I'm just gonna put down here a total that we would need without groceries, gas, anything, household stuff, without adding any on that. There would be $5,522 that we would need before any extra debt or anything. So now that we have the Honda, I have been actually working more and been able to do the bonuses and everything with Lyft. So anywhere, normally I don't tell our total thing, but normally with Lyft, we can make anywhere between $8,000 and $10,000 a month if we both actually work the entire month. So that means that each one of us can make anywhere from $4,000. We have the possibility of making anywhere from $4,000 to $5,000 a month if we actually work it. Truthfully, I pretty much make closer to like $3,000 a month with it, and Mr. Bailey makes the bulk of it. So we'll stay somewhere around like $8,000. So it is doable to have this total and then still, have groceries and also pay our debt down. And we're also doing our savings challenges and stuff. So anyway, guys, this is almost at 30 minutes and I do not think I have to. Normally I try to edit out me drinking water, but I only did it twice, so we should be okay. A couple sips. But that's going to be it for the monthly overview. This is how much we need in a month in order to pay our bills. Like, this is the basics until we're able to start paying off the credit cards. Then these will go down. So with all that being said, thank you so much. If you stayed all the way until this point, bravo. I really appreciate you guys. Make sure you stay tuned for this week to see the brand new budget and to see what we're going to be able to do as far as bills and savings and also our debt payoff. If you did make it to this point, if you could just leave a comment, a like, even if the comment is an emoji, you don't have to, say a lot if you don't want to, but that helps with the channel and the shares also because we're monetized on here, as you can see, and we want to start putting all our money towards our debt payoff, getting this snowball together. So if you did make it to this point, thank you so much. And I will see you all tomorrow with the brand new budget. Thanks for watching.